Alright, so we're just getting a little bit of setup stuff here while we're waiting for the game to finish loading. Let's see. And we're just putting this stuff out here so that, yeah, people know I'm up and running. And like so. And we're out. Alright. So we're just doing a giggle stream of the time. Figuring why not? I've got some extra time today. And I got a quiet world, so I figure let's try and see if a different time helps. It's not a normal time for me, so I wanted to see if just doing a different time might solve part of my issues for lack of viewers. And I need to check to make sure the recording shows correctly, so we got the right game up and running. Because if we got the wrong game, that would be bad. Okay, we got the right game, new play, should say permadeath, but that's okay. And we'll wait for the game to finish loading. Gotta fix, this is, I've never run this on PC, so I may have some unforeseen issues. But I won't know until it loads the first time. I always played this on PS4, so we'll have to see if the PC version is any more stable. It's always a long time to load the Galaxy the first time. I swear. It's one of those things that anytime I load it on the PS4, it's always hysterical because I'll load the system up and then I'll go get like a drink or in the old days I used to like make food because I wouldn't play on stream. I'm just like, I'm gonna go make some dinner. Why not? Because by the time I finish dinner, it'll be loaded. Well, it picks up random systems of interest. Now, once you've been playing for a while, if you actually remember the system names, you'll see the systems you've been to go by. But it's a little laggy, so I might have to adjust some configuration settings. But that's okay. As long as it doesn't drop us on like a high hazard board, we'll be okay. Because that would really be bad if it dropped us on a high hazard world. That was also a problem with permadeath in the past, is it would always drop you on worlds that were way outside of your ability to survive easily. So it's like, not good. I don't know what the goals are going to be for this playthrough. Right now we're just seeing what the gameplay is like. And getting ourselves up and running. Coming up with endurance is a good idea. You know, the new playthrough, it's been 6 years. The game's fantastic. Especially after it was like the 3rd or 4th update. It took about a year for the game to get up and running. But once they got it up and running, it was a good time had by all. So wait for the rest of the systems to initialize. Alright, there's our multi-tool. Alright, so now we're up and running. So tab is the skip thing. So here's our tool. And our basic ship, which is out of range. Not too bad. Start with a decent backpack, so. Oh, that's gonna be garbage. Look at that cargo bag. Ah, it's gonna take a bit to fill in. Okay. So, how do I fix this? So proximity hazard, batteries, nitrogen. Yay, we're gonna be in trouble. It's not bad, but we're gonna have to, we're gonna die. I got no neutronium. This is bad. Okay, so this is a permadeath mode, but you know, we're gonna die. Unless I can find... There. We might just make it. Come on. Come on, I need the nitrogen. And then I can get myself stabilized. Come on, sodium. Alright, here we go. Alright. Now we have some sodium. Heads. Alright, so we got some sodium. Shields are regenerating. Thankfully, you know, the game isn't that different from the PlayStation 4. So, you know, the game's identical, thankfully. The problem is controls. And I'm hoping that the controls are a little better. So, I don't know where my ship is. I don't have a scanner. Multi-tool, scanner. I need ferrite dust, okay. Now that's carbon. Just gotta get my ferrite dust and I'll be okay. I think we'll be okay once we get the ferrite dust. And then we'll be able to get the scanner up and running. Not quite enough. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright. Now, what we need here, there's some carbon. We need that nitrogen. That's what we really need. Okay. That's fine, that's just needed for that. Alright. I only have a little bit of sodium left. Okay, so how do I use the... See. Sodium, 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 sodium. Sodium, sodium. Really? I have no sodium anywhere nearby. That's bad. There's a freighter. I need sodium, people. I have oxygen. I have carbon. I got a freighter. I can use the oxygen there. Cave, maybe? There. Hole in the ground. If I can get some cobalt, we might just be able to salvage this. I know. But I need cobalt. Or I need... Come on. Nitrogen. There's my cave. Not a cave. Oh, bad. I was betting that was a cave. I'm gonna die. Thing is, this is actually a really good planet. If it wasn't for the lack of nitrogen. We died. Alright. Gotta try again. We will try again. Hopefully it's take as long to load this time. The non-permadeath modes, the standard survival mode, is a lot easier. I do have to say. What makes permadeath hard, though, is getting your resources started. If by chance you can get yourself started near a settlement, then you're doing good. Because you can farm resources and then use the settlement for salvation. Alright, Atlas. Come on, baby. What do we got? Hot planet. Alright, shield. 63 degrees Celsius, 1 rad, 99 tox. That's not too bad. This is what we would call a survivable planet. Got some nice animal life, some nice plant life. Alright, so there we go. So let's get the ferrite dust that we need. Because we're going to need that. Ooh, mouse is a little touchy. There we go, there we go. Grab some of that. Alright, so that requires the ferrite dust. Just need a little more. And then we need to get... I know. Without a scanner. We're not going to get very far. Alright. So now we have a scanner. Ah, there we go. Sodium. Let's get that, and then maybe we can get exosuit. Alright, there we go. So we are now alive and survivable. Alright, so automated stress signal is that way. That's going to be our ship. So where is that at? There you go, 600. Let's see what we can find. Okay. So recharging the scanner. So this planet is survivable. Assuming you can find the resources you need. I know. But without the scanner, I can't find the sodium. And if I can't find a cave, then we just have to rely on getting there before we buy it. If I can find a cave, we'd be okay. Honestly, permadeath mode is one of those things that you are like 50-50 in getting to your ship before you buy it. It's just the way permadeath is. Alright. Ship's online. Alright. Launch thrusters offline. Mass engine offline. Yeah, we know. World's gone to shit. Alright, so replog. Yeah, I know. Repair ship systems. Alright, so now we have a ship. We have nothing interesting here. Inventory. Still learning these controls. Alright, that's carbon. Good video. Now let's see what we got here. Let's see. Giant plates, hermetic seals. Okay. This one requires the hydrogen jelly and pure ferrite. Okay, so alright. So let's see what we can find here. I know this ship requires repairs. But if I can't get what I need, there we go. Now let's see here. Come on. Alright, the controls are a bit iffy, but I think we can make it work. Okay, so that's full. Now what we need is the ferrite dust. Lots of ferrite dust. And we need carbon. There we go. Identified plant. That's carbon based. That's good. So we're starting on a world that is grumpy, but not lethal. And that's actually a good thing. Sometimes in the past, you would start on a world and it would just be flat out lethal. I mean, it would be like way beyond what a new player, a new character could survive. And it's a hard thing. I know. If I don't get the materials, we're not going to be able to do squad. I'm going to die. Now, what can I do for life support? No dioxide, no oxygen. What? Oh, yeah, I need that. That's fine. Now the hermetic seal. What is this? I know. Why is it? Alright. So, hermetic seal. We can't craft yet. That's why. Because we can't craft the hermetic seal. Sure, take the planetary, sure. Alright, so does that solve our health issue? Oxygen. That'll work. We're gonna die. We're gonna die before I can get to the oxygen. Maybe not. Alright, so... Alright. That gives us something. The trick now is the hydrogen jelly and carbon. That's gonna be the trick. Is getting through the early stages here. Come on. Need the carbon. Need that. Come on. Need the carbon. We're not worried about identifying plants at this point. What we're worried about is being able to make things that we need in order to survive. So hopefully I've got enough components now that I can make the life support packs. If that's the case, yes. Alright, cargo bin. No. There it is, sex. Tell me that. So X pulls that up, but it's not. Yeah, it's bulky. It's not as smooth as the controller. For the similar effect. Controller, it's like, real comfortable. On the PC, it's just relearning how to control it. Use keyboard and mouse. And it might be better off to use controller mouse. It's a valid schema. So pure ferret. Pure ferret. Alright. Oh, I see. So just learning how things work. Okay. So that is one click that way. But what we really need is the capacity to get that. Pneumatic seal is fine and all without batteries or sodium. We're not going to get very far. Now I can work through this, but without a consistent supply of sodium, we're not going to get very far. I mean, in the later game, once you get up a little bit here, you'll end up making like hundreds of batteries. And that's just a normal way of doing business. It's just the way it works. Is you'll just use a bunch of thermal batteries. You just have to make a bunch of batteries, make a bunch of gel packs, and you're good to go. Now, I've got neither. And I have no way of making a hole yet. But we might just be able to sodium that? I don't know. I might spend this whole series on permadeath just trying to get a viable solution. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh, that one. Oh, baby. Come on. Oh, sweet. I need a cave. I understand you have an underground thingy there. Doesn't do me any good. I know. Use sodium to protect yourself from the storm. I am aware. If I had sodium, I would. If I had batteries, I would. Fortunately, I don't really have much of either. Alright, here we go. There's the shelter. Once we get there, we can probably salvage this. Because at least if nothing else, I'll get my my thermal protection back. Can't find ship to cover supplies. Now I have the magnetic seal. Okay, so didn't give us the blueprint for it. Oh yeah, it did. Never mind, it did give us the blueprint. That's fine. That helps. That does help. Now, the storm looks like it's cleared too, which has its advantages. Alright, so that gives us language. And that gives us some nanites. And we can sit here for a little bit and try and do some repair work. Carbon's okay. We're going to survive on the carbon we've got. Our big problem, though, is going to be the lack of sodium. Some sodium-rich plants over here. That's useful. There's no one over here. It's not a lot of sodium, that's the problem. If I can find a cave, I can find some cobalt. And with cobalt, I'd be able to fix myself up nicely. Wait, is that a cave? Or is that just a bluff? I might have been right there the whole time, I just didn't see it. Let's have a look. See if it's a cave or a bluff. Nope, there's a cave here. Alright. Now we can maybe find some cobalt. Now the scanner might be a little trickier. So I need to get the scanner back online. The rest of the scanner back online. I know. Because we need the analyzer. Carbon nanotubes. It's fine. I can make those. 1 nanotubes. Okay, that takes care of that. Anything else we've got? Oops. You. 3 nanotubes and my bottle. That could be a problem. Oh, well, just that's what we got. Alright, so, however, with the scanner, we can now analyze what we need. That'll help. Yes. So that's ferrite, dust, and phosphorus. Useful, but not what we're looking for. Thankfully, down here, we have ample supplies of carbon. But can we find the cobalt? Thank you for following. Doing fantastic. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry if I'm a bit lost. Been losing my rear end trying to figure out where we're going. Norway. Very nice. Very nice. How are things over there? Hope the weather's pleasant. Here we got a nice sunny day, maybe a little rain tonight, but it's all good there. In game, we have firestorms going on outside and permadeath mode trying to kill me in the first 30 seconds. So pretty much a normal day. Alright, yes. Thank you. Switch this over to cargo. And I'm still struggling on this bloody mode. And cold. Cold? Really? In Norway? It'd be kind of warm this time of year. Didn't think it'd be a cold environment. Well, I know it can be cold in Norway anyway, but it'd be kind of warm. Yeah, I didn't mark it on the thing, and I meant to. This is actually my second attempt at permadeath. The first one was so bad that I didn't even find my ship. That's how bad the first try was. But now we have cobalt. And because we have cobalt, we stand a chance. We just went from having a 20% chance to having about a 50% chance of surviving this. Not much summer here. This is summer. Oh, well, you know. If your summer consists of, 20-degree weather, I'm sorry. That's a horrible day for you, but here we have, I believe, our weather resembles the world I'm currently on. Nice 100-degree weather. Yeah, 100-degree weather. It is not pretty. It is really hot out there compared to what it normally is this time of year. Alright, so we can now build batteries. And that's one of the two things that we really need in mass. Alright, batteries. I am in the United United States Eastern Seaboard. Northeast. So it's pleasant enough. It is pleasant enough, and I just happen to have some free time today. So I figured I'd, play some No Man's Sky on the PC. So if I am struggling with controls, you gotta forgive me. I'm used to playing it on the PlayStation 4, but I was playing on my PlayStation 4 character, and there's still a lot of weird crashes in the game. So I figured, why not? I'll try it on PC. It happens to be on sale this week because the new Endurance environment came out. So I figured, why not? And thankfully, it's been doing pretty okay. Oh, nice. Personally, I like Florida better. It's, what is it? Like, it can get, hot down there, but it's mostly just humidity. So let's see, for metric, you're looking at cold. Not too bad. Yeah, I figured, after 6 years, they'd have, like, the crashing fix. I get the loading thing. I have to sit somewhere, dig a hole, and wait, 5-10 minutes for, the animals to spawn sometimes. And it's annoying, but it's basically tolerable. However, carbon tubes, I can make those. Can't make the other, but I can't make a carbon tube. But some of the things, I need 3 carbon tubes, are just really obnoxious. Like the controls on PC are, you can tell it was designed for a controller. And it's just not ideal on the keyboard. The controls are kind of wonky. I can use the controller, I have one, but I'm trying to do it without resorting to the controller. You go there. I swear. No. Change. You. There. Alright. Free up some space in the backpack because we don't have that much space right now. I stopped playing as a PS4. Slow load and spawn plus crash a lot. Yeah, if it wasn't for the crashing, I don't mind the spawn times and whatnot, but the incessant crashing is what has always bothered me. Because if it wasn't for the constant crashes, it would probably be okay. And I like it on PS4. I think it's very comfortable and easy to play. That's why it's taking me so long to even bother picking up the PC version, because I've always been happy with the PS4. But the fact that it still crashes constantly, yeah, I could do that. I'm trying to hold on to it for, to get some money. Because if I can hold it and not have to crack the geode, then I can use that to make some cash. which is, I think, a better idea. At least at the moment, anyway, if I can swing it. Assuming I can swing it. Yeah, because we need the money. Because once we start getting some decent money, it'd be real easy. The only thing I gotta remember is how to trick the system into giving me a good, like, Class S freighter. I'm trying to remember how to do that. I think it's you gotta deny it twice, and the third one's like an S or something. And I probably dropped 10 hours or so into the PS4 version over the weekend just to see if it was going to behave itself or was still having issues. But since it's still having issues, save the sodium, use the batteries, and then save the oxygen, use that, because I can make those. Because once I actually get this, and the thing is that permadeath is so easy now. Yeah, I was looking for 8 years. Yeah, I really liked where I was living in Florida. And I was living up in the Panhandle. And up in that area, you don't get a lot of heat. It's really nice. I think you get, the temperature goes up to like 35 degrees Celsius occasionally. It's pretty sporadic when it gets that hot. And it never really gets below, like, I don't know. I don't know what you are, but we're gonna record you. I'd say, it can get to 0, but it's rare. It's usually like 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. So in that range. And that's like a low. Okay. I know. I'm gonna fix it, okay? I know. Thank you. Alright. So, now it's gonna give me the next dialogue. Yeah. What is it? In the winter, it would get to like around that range. So it wasn't too bad. Alright, so we're back to having a ship. That's good. We are going to adjust the controls here. Because, frankly, we're going to use those slots. Now, exosuit, we're actually okay here. I think we're okay. Alright, so we can make portable fighters, that's fine. W to take off. Alright. Scan. I think I need to make some adjustments to some of the options, though. It still feels a little laggy. Sounds good. Oh, that's good. Auto torch, yes. Defense. default credentials. Now we're good there. Video options. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Honestly, I don't care. There we go. Unlimited. I doubt it's ever going to hit anything above about 65, but don't limit the FPS. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Good. I might have to adjust it a little bit, but I think that'll be okay. I might drop this down. Oh, here we go, drop the filtering. And see what I see. Alright, finish loading. Alright, so there's our booster, there's everything else. Airbrand winner in Miami. Down to like 10C. Shorts and t-shirts, and the logos were in winter gear. Yeah, that's about right. So we want to go to the station. Test flight. Test with booze. And hold space for our engines there. Okay. So it gives us a nice little test there. So where are we going? Now, what we want to do is we want to drop into this. Okay, into the message. Alright, getting through the early parts here is always an interesting part of this game. Don't care. There is a station here, and I want to land on it. Because that is my life. Thank you. Finally, a station. This is our saving grace. What do we have? We have a garbage little ship. We have no nothings. But what we do have is a trade terminal. And with the trade terminal, we can do some selling. Make ourselves a little bit of money. And we now have 51 credits. 51,000 credits. Well, that's better than nothing. Let's see. Alright, that's right. I gotta do quests for the guilds in order to do that. That's fine. And we need to have like millions of credits in order to buy a new ship. But it's okay. We can live with this. It's not a big deal. We can make this work. But what we do need to do is we need this on the end. Gotta see what this is gonna cost us. 5,000 units. This place. Do you have anything that I want? Probably not. Life support B is too much nanites. Movement module. I can buy some C's, but really nothing useful out of him. I don't need you yet. I don't need the fighter one yet. Let me see what this has got. This is a purchase. What do we have here? Mining beam module. That's the mining beam upgrade. Upgrade for the mining beam. Now we need to be able to bolt caster modules. No. What we actually need is a mining beam. It's the Berwin one. Geocannon. What do they want for? No, that's not too bad. That'd be cool if I actually had some money. Now this guy might be able to do something for me. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what we can sell. Ship. Nope, don't sell that. And what's he got to buy? He's got batteries. And he's got life support jelly. I'll buy the life support jelly. I need 18,000 for those? I can buy those too. Alright, and then cannot buy a wiring limb. So, if we sell off all our stuff, we might be able, because like all of this stuff really isn't that needed once you have these two. And then buy one wire limb. And that should fix this problem. Oh, chromatic metal. Let's see if we can buy some. 'Cause that might work out for us. We'll buy some chromatic metal. Oh look, I have a milestone. I don't care. I don't care that I made money. I need chromatic metal. Do you have any? No. Do not have any chromatic metal. And I don't have a refiner, so I mean I can make one. Chromatic metal is one of those things you just kind of need it. Alright. We'll go to this signal and see what we can get. Now, it does move on you, but if you're paying attention, you can look around and often find whatever it is you're looking for. Like, source of a signal here. It says to begin landing to search for the signal, but in truth, we might be able to find it with that. There it is. This is probably it. So first contact, no big deal. And just do that. Go ahead and get these little dudes marked. So this is literally what we're looking for. Told you. Easy to find what you're looking for. PS4, I may never have seen this one. To be honest, on the PS4, I probably would have had to land just to do that. Alright, so we now have the ability to make a base. And the funny thing is, this planet isn't necessarily a bad planet to put a base on. We'll look at the rest of the solar system. But I think it might be okay. Might actually be a decent system. Finding a good system to drop into is a great starting point. Now, they want us to do the tray manipulator. So I need a hydrogen jelly and some nanotubes. Alright, so that's the salt tree. Those are organic. There we go, that's the little dude. Now we can just go like this. Get ourselves some carbon. Not need advanced bionizer for that. Now I can make our nanotubes. Hold on. What are you? Oxygen. Take that. Now, in order to do the tray manipulator, probably gonna need some ferrites. And our cold protection's draining pretty quick. So we'll have to do this. Okay, so we need to worry about that. But exosuit. Now, for the tray manipulator, we need the hydrogen jelly and nanotubes. So let's do a nanotube. Can't make the hydrogen jelly. But we can do this. I need two of this. Now the jump fuel. That's a problem. So we need uranium or whatever that is. Which is the hydrogen and metal platings. Metal platings, the hydrogen, that's all kind of common stuff. So let's see if we get, there's some hydrogen. And that'll give us what we need there. Because these, while these planets are not, you know, what you would consider safe or ideal, I mean, for a base, you typically want something that you don't have to worry about environmental suits on. That's typically a goal. So, you always want to be aware of that. But it's never a bad thing to have a nice little plant like this. That was organic, not inorganic. That's pretty big. It's fine, because we can get some pyrite and some ferrite dust. Doesn't give us the uranium we need, but it's a start. It is definitely a flying dudes. Flying worms. Don't know what that is. Let's go that way real quick. Oops. Come on. Get a hold of that one. Think? Is that everything? No, there's 16 on this planet. It's getting a little bit of lag. So I'm going to have to adjust the graphical settings. It's okay though. We can make it work. It's really not that bad. Yes. Alright. Interloper. Their favorite word. It really is their favorite word. Alright, you stupid bunny thing. Now, let's see. The ship is back up there. Alright, so let's go back to the ship, maybe? Do I need to? Dihydrogen jelly. Dihydrogen jelly. Now I got the train manipulator. Yeah, I was nowhere near that thing. Okay, so that changes modes. How do I change? No. Oh. Gee, that's uncomfortable. Well, that's uncomfortable. Gee. Jeez, these controls are horrible. Absolutely horrible controls. Alright, so, now, back to having to do jump fuel. So I'm going to need some more dihydrogen and metal plate. Well, I can do metal plate. But hydrogen. There we go. Some hydrogen down here. this planet is not like the ideal place to build like a home, but it isn't bad. I mean, it's not like it's got a bunch of sentinel issues. And oh my goodness, when they first released Permadeath, they would put you on some of the worst planets. I mean, you were like, your survival rate was like 10%. Literally 10%. It was horrible. If you could get off your first planet, you were fine. But getting off your first planet was like impossible. Sure. I can do one recharge. That's horrible. It's horrible. But at least it's something. I don't see. There we go, it's more hydrogen. Because I can make more plate. I just have to grind up the dust. But getting that launch fuel is the trick. So I think we're done here for the moment. Not that we can't do more here. But I think it's just better if we move on. Nice and easy. Nothing fancy. That's not a lot of sodium. What I want a vendor. If I can get a vendor, we'll be doing much better. If you can find a place that's got a vendor. Because with that, we can like farm everything around it. And be better off. It's just getting a handle on the planet. They don't have to pay you great rates. And they can give you garbage rates. Doesn't matter. But when you can collect. There. See? This will work. This will be nice base operations. We have nice building. It doesn't want to kill us. So we're good to go. Okay, is it, I think the grab multi-tool while barking again, a visitor saliva, they point to the mining beam. Charge indicator. Then I have backpack. What do you do? Mining beam. Mining beam is, hold that thought. Brain just had a flake out. Carbon materials. This used to be a lot harder. Because if you didn't speak the language, they did not give you any hint. There was no, they wouldn't tell you it's the mind beam charge indicator. It would just say he points as his multi-tool and bangs on it. One, 2, 6. 3 times 4 is 24. 4 times 5 is 120. Right, so it's 5. It's 120. 120 times 6. Times 6. And probably 720. Alright, stress signal. Now that is one of two things. What is that, though? Left 90 degrees. There was something that was over here. Just over that rise. On the south side of this hill. And I don't know what it was. But it looked interesting. Buried cash. So you're there. Well, maybe it was just that little field. Armored clam. So they're for a life pearl. Hold on. Let's see here. I can use more dihydrogen though. That's what I really need. Because I don't have a bunch of those launch capsules. And I think we're going to really want a few resources. Because that stress signal could be a new ship. Since your first ship's always garbage unless you hack it. I bet you that's what I saw. This funny formation down here, this hole. That's probably what I saw. Alright, so we should be able. I got the dihydrogen I need. What I don't have is the iron. So let's grab the iron. So we have enough. Because the iron dust is not hard to get a hold of. It really is not hard. I can make 2, so let's get enough for a second iron plate. And we'll be good to go there. And then what we can do is we can do this. And we're good to go. So that gives us 2. Jeez. Alright. So let's find out what's over here. I don't need you. I need this. I know if I defend that freighter, he'll give me a free one. That's not a problem. I don't have a ship that can do that. But speaking of ships, I was right. Let's see what this one has in store for us. Okay, some nanites, that's fine. That's fine. Do that, do that. Do that. And check out the ship. Survey says it is an A class. And she is pretty. Compare. I want to add to my collection. I don't know what we can and can't do with her. So we need hermetic seals and some plates. Some sodium nitrate. Let's see here. It's gonna take a bit to get her into working order. But I think we can do it without too much effort. Yeah, I think we can do it without too much effort. Alright, so oh, look, there's more things I haven't scanned. That's always a good thing. Any more critters I haven't scanned on this planet? That's that dragonfly looking one. Now that gives me 11 of 16. So this ship, while it's in good shape, does not require any assistance. It's fine. And it has nothing on board to assist anyway. Okay, those are worth money. And this one here. Let's see what we got here. Search for signs of life. Send out warning so except for something life. Wow, we have to. Wow, I can't make antimatter yet. I can't make antimatter, but I've got. Oh! Dude, this planet's got tons of money. Look at this bad boy. Like I said, tons of money. Not a big deal there. Oxygen. Carbon. Need the carbon for things. And that's cobalt. I could use that. That's got advantages. Salt, don't really need the salt. So nothing interesting there. Now, let's see here. It's over here, anything good? Sure. These pearls are worth a ton of money. Especially for early game. I mean, you're looking at what? 50,000 per? That's worth a lot when you have no money. Let's see here. Don't really need any of this. I don't. I mean, the cobalt's useful, yes. I don't really need any at the moment. Sulfurine. I don't think I need sulfurine. Where to leave my ship? There it is. Venom sacks. Ancient structures. Like I said, it's not that bad. It's a nice planet. You just have to watch the cold at night, but aside from that, it's really not bad. It's a good place to kind of settle in. Yeah, there are better and worse planets, but it's not a bad one. All in all. And I got one planet on my PS4 account that is worm-ridden. And it has a sandworm. It's epic. Comes by the house about once every 10-15 minutes. It's pretty funny. Okay, so hermetic seal, and I need one of those. Condensed carbon. Now let's see, condensed carbon. Yeah, go get distracted. Yes, could be distracted. I need condensed carbon. Right. Yeah, I guess I can do that. I need a plate. Now I need condensed carbon, which requires carbon. Have fun. And at some point, that stupid little dude's gonna go away. Well, let's get this stuff analyzed so I can get everything out of it. Alright, so, alright. Come on, a little more. Now I can make hermetic seals. That's what we need here. Works for me. And we'll need what? I've made 3 of them, but I don't think I need that many. Put that there. Now, hermetic seals. So we're back in action, I believe. Oh, now we are. Now, what else do we have here? Anything else we can do off the bat? Listen, this is going to take a bit to repair. Because some of these materials I just don't have at the moment. It's not that I can't get a hold of them. But they are a little trickier. Than just going outside. I mean, the ferrite dust we can make. With the ferrite dust we can make ourselves the compressed iron ferrite, which we need. We also need that pyrite. So again, not that big of a deal. And a little bit of salt means that we can do chlorine. Chlorine? I think it's the salt refines into the salt chloride. I think that's what it refines into. Which if that's the case, then we'll be okay. It's just a matter of getting the right resources at the right time to do this. Yeah, I think it goes to sodium chloride next. Which is fine. But we do need to basically collect a lot of resources here. But again, once you get yourself started and you get past these first stages, it's really not that bad. because, permadeath only matters in the first, I'd say, hour or so of gameplay. Aside from that, you can avoid dying. It's relatively easy to do. You just run from things you can't kill. And behave yourself. And for the most part, you're good to go. So, from here, what do we have that we picked up that we can just take care of right now? And most of what we picked up was iron. Okay, so grab the oxygen. Take care of that. And then alright. Anything else? Alright. Do that, because I think we're going to need more than one. Oh, nothing else. I will use them for other things too. That needs 3 plates. It feels laggy. And it shouldn't. Because it doesn't on the console. Alright, so that is carbon nanotubes. I can make those. And then put that on there. Big thing is the chromatic metal. That's going to be the big trick. Is that stupid chromatic metal. I craft more quick transfer. Put that there. Put that there. It's cumbersome. It's not impossible, but it is cumbersome to deal with. Now, multiple refiners is typically what you would do. So what you would do is you'd have like this guy here doing your ferrite. And then you would have a second one in order to do other things. Now the ship requires 50 for that. Really not that much. Couple hundred. And another couple hundred for the magnetized. However, we're getting there. Okay, so the audio, apparently if I tab out, does weird stuff. Channel options, Enable the veil, hold the confirm. That's fine. Temperature torch. People map, view credits. No, nothing there. So it looks like nothing in here for the audio is. Kind of weird. Find us, hear us. Yes, I swear. Yes, establish a base, collect chromatic metal. Use the terrain manipulator to mine copper. So you can build a portable refiner so you can make chromatic metals. Alright, so do that. Get in there. Yeah, I know. So do this. This is important. Sodium nitrate. Yeah, I know. Again, bane of my existence. No sodium. That's activated copper. I think that's everything. Yeah, that one takes copper, but also takes gold, so not really anything there. I don't know if Pugium, created copper. Alright, so let's go ahead and launch. I don't think I've ever flown one of these things in atmosphere before. Which is interesting. I've seen this one's got landing pads. I don't think I've ever actually landed on one of these things inside the atmosphere before. Oh, they just jumped out. So like I said, this particular ship definitely has issues. But if we can find ourselves a nice place to camp, I think we can make it work. It's just going to be a matter of finding a nice place. Now this is not what I would call a nice place. But I think it'll work for the moment. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and save. We'll do this right or later. I just wanted to do a little test and play the game a little bit and see if this time of day might be a good time of day to be on. Looks like it's about the same as any other time of day I'm on, so I don't know. Maybe in the future, maybe in the past. I don't know. So, as always, keep posted to my Twitter and I'll put when I'm going to be up and running. But thank you for visiting and have a good day. Hope to see you next time.